Elon Musk posting over the weekend that XAI, his company, will make an app designed for kids called Baby Grok. It comes after launching two so-called AI companions, or kind of animated AI characters that users can interact with. Joining us to discuss this trend is CNBC contributor Michal Lev-Ram out in San Francisco for today's Tech Check. Michal, it's great to have you. Welcome aboard.
Nice to be here.
I don't know whether to start with sort of an AI chatbot that's safe for kids or these companions, which sound a little creepy, but I acknowledge are kind of the future of where this is going.
Well, I'll start with the not safe for work stuff, if that's okay. These companion apps, this has existed as a category that's actually existed for a while, but been kind of fringe, I would say. And then on the other hand, you've got these more mainstream chatbots like ChatGPT and XAI's Grok. I think what's unique now and what Elon Musk is doing is sort of converging these two worlds. So now, for the first time, really, you're seeing a companion mode sitting on top of a more mainstream multi-purpose chatbot, Grok. And they're making a lot of waves, let's say that. It is really interesting that right after this not safe for work stuff, and I've interacted with them, we can get to that if you have questions on that as well. But right after that, they have made the announcement of this, safe for kids version, which there's a lot of details we don't know about yet.
Interesting. So in some ways that followed from people understandably going, wait a minute, on this work. I'm trying to log into my Grok now. But does this just pop up as an option, this companion mode?
Well, you have to pay for it. So if you are a paying subscriber, or you become a paying subscriber to Grok, so it's a premium offering, like a lot of, ChatGPT has its version. Basically, all of the chatbots have their flavor of this. With Grok, with XAI, it's $30 a month. So if you pay for it, you can access companion mode. And what's unique here, again, is that it's the interface layer. And even though this has made a lot of waves for the kind of explicit, not safe for work sort of banter that these avatars participate in, if indeed they're able to create more stickiness here, if there's an emotional attachment layer, which we've seen with other AI companions, it's actually not as fringe as some people might think, then I think there's something here. But yes, you can access it if you pay and you opt into it. So you don't have to interact with Grok in this way, but you can.
It's like a Tamagotchi, but just, I guess you don't have to feed it, and it's much older. And so quickly, Michal, on that, so Baby Grok, then, is that a separate app that has kid-safe controls? And what are those kid-safe controls exactly? Is it just kind of really not safe for kid type of content, or is it more than that?
So this is all TBD. All we know is what Elon Musk has announced on X, which is really just that this is coming. I would imagine that it's going to be offered as a standalone app. I think that would make sense. That's the direction that Google with Gemini is going, because they're also rolling out Gemini for kids. And I think we'll be seeing more and more of this. Myself as a parent and as someone who's now interacted with some of the avatars on Grok, I wouldn't want my kids accessing information this way. And I think, beyond these avatars, even just for your average ChatGPT, you're, interacting with Grok the way most people do, it makes sense to have some kind of safeguards, some kind of parameters. There are a lot of issues there as well, because you can't have perfect safety, but it makes a lot of sense to me.
No, I agree. And in fact, it's kind of an overdue thing, I think, for there to be kids' versions of a lot of these apps. They always find a way. I know, I get that, but at least it's a try. Michal, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. For now, we'll leave it there.
Thank you.
Michal Lev-Ram.